Hello, Miss Young. My name is Portia Sellers, and I'm a student at the EDM 310 class at the University of South Alabama. I'll be interviewing you today about what you do in your class on a daily basis. What grade do you teach?
I teach second grade,
At what school?
Brantley Elementary School in Selma.
And so, how did you get your students motivated each day about learning and being excited?
Or in the mornings, I sing. I'm not the best singer. I have not gone to school to sing. No one in my family can sing, but I sing to, I guess, get them relaxed and to build a community in the classroom where they feel safe. So we sing in the morning, and sometimes we dance. But I also have this incentive um, that I give my kids. I give them these coupons to reward them for good behavior, for um, mastering a skill or standard that I've taught. And some of the coupons maybe get to sit in a seat, another seat for the day. They get to draw on a whiteboard, get to eat lunch with the teacher, 10 minutes dance party. It just depends. And they vary. Some of the coupons are blank, and they get to choose what they want to do. So they never know when I'm going to give those coupons out. So they're always listening. And if I say anything about a coupon, they're paying attention because they want to be able to receive that incentive, whatever it may be, because they're in a jar and they're face down, so they don't know what they're going to pick.
And so you teach only science and math in your class.
Mm-hmm.
So do you guys deal with project-based learning?
We do. We are a SIG school, and we have tons of funding, which equates to ton of paperwork and ton of technology. And so, with that technology, we have to implement it. And for some groups of children, we haven't used it project-based learning. We have not used it for every group of students. We only use it for those on level and above level students. Um, and the ones that are below level, they get to do it with me because they cannot. Well, I'm not going to say they cannot, but they have difficulty doing it by themselves. So I assist them in the project-based learning. We've only done one, um, and it was a web quest. Um, this activity was already done. It was already laid out, and pretty much the kids just had to navigate through the web page and finding and researching the information. And we went back and shared out, kind of like a jigsaw strategy, and we shared out
Okay.
the
It's
information that we learned.
it's been told that many students love project-based learning because it gives them a way to be creative and just so the I guess the project is more meaningful to them and it like give a realistic background. Do you think that to be true, or how do your students like this, like your project-based learning activities?
I think that the kids, anytime you give children the opportunity to be masters of their own learning, and it's just for adults. You know, if you don't have someone holding your hand, you have someone to facilitate how to do something, and they're there to guide you, not so tell you what to do, but give you the opportunity to learn on your own. And I feel like when they're constructive learners, when they're able to make their learning meaningful for themselves, then they're at a point where this means something to me. This is something that I can hold on to. So I really think it works. I think that the students appreciate it more, and I also think that they become masters of it. And when I say masters, they're not just, oh, I learned it because Ms. Young taught it. No, I learned it because I actually found this information on my own, and I'm able to make a connection on how this applies to the real world.
Mm-hmm. So, your students, so are they with the project-based learning activity, you see a great increase as far as like grades on their project? Like,
Well, when how I grade the project is by rubric.
mm-hmm.
Um, and I think the fact that they know what they have to do to get the grades have increased. My biggest challenge now is being able to get, because I have second grades, to get them to be able to transfer. And when I say transfer, um, they're able to do the activity online, or they're able to research and find all this great information, but be able to transfer it to another platform, like a test. Like they can do it. If I give them the means to do it with the technology, with the resources that they have, or being able to transfer that information that they've learned to paper,
Mm-hmm.
or to a test. So I've learned all this information. Now, how can I apply it to something that I'm actually going to be tested on? So that's my biggest challenge. I wouldn't say, that grades are great. It could be a lot better, but the biggest thing is for them to be able to transfer what they learn and apply it to the context that we're using it in the classroom.
Okay.
And I hope that makes sense.
Yes. So the students, they love working in groups. Like they don't have any problems with that.
This group of kids that I have this year, they work well in groups. It just depends on the class.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest with you, but this group of kids, they love working in groups. I have a lot of leaders in this class, in my particular class, in both classes, really, and they're really competitive. So it's a good competitive, I guess, karma or vibe. But they work well in groups. They do.
All right, thank you, Miss Young. Man, I enjoyed this interview and I learned a lot because I really didn't know that many schools actually use project-based learning for it to be like actually in Selma and around, and you know that teach me a lot. So thank you.
Anytime you need anything, just don't feel free to call. You have my number, so thank you, and I hope it helps.
All right, thank you.